Hi Libra, thank you so much for joining. Please set aside anything that you're doing and don't multitask while you're watching this reading. You may want to put headphones on so that you can really focus your attention. I don't want you to waste your time here. You want to really get the most out of this reading. So while I'm shuffling, please take a moment here to check in with your higher self and your guides. Ask them to check in with my higher self and my guides so that we can create a feedback loop. We want to make sure that messages that are passed along here are tailored for you. So if you take a moment to do that little meditation, you'll get a much better reading. Let's take a look at what's going on. I'm doing this reading on the 1st of May, so this reading is for now, for whenever you're watching it. And if you happen to come across this playlist sometime in the future, and you decide to click on this video, then if you find anything relevant here, then it certainly is still valid at any time. So let's take a look. A lot of cups energy so far already in your reading, Libra. Lots of cups. Wow, more cups. More cups. Jeez. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cups cards in the reading, plus the lovers. So I would say there's clearly a focus here on this month, or at this time, whenever you're watching this reading, on emotions and in particular relationships. I would say there's I mean, the 10 of Cups is the crossing card over the 2 of Cups at the heart of the reading. So this, I would have to say, this is very much a relationship reading. You have also the Lovers in reverse here with the Hierophant. So for some of you, I would have to say that this reading could be about a dynamic with another person that's in someone who you are relating with in a very close one-on-one way. It could be an intimate relationship. It could be a business partnership, someone who you deal with very often and very intimately. There is the 8 of Pentacles here with the 6 of Cups in the hopes and fears position. So yeah, for some people this is a work reading, but I would say for the most part, this reading is definitely about a relationship. So let's have a look a little bit deeper. As I said, the heart of the reading, you have the 2 of Cups crossed by the 10 of Cups. So, and given the context of some of the other cards here, you have 2 5s in the reading, both reversed. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and there's also the Hierophant, which is also a number 5. So now when the 5s come out reversed, generally you would have to say it's a more positive take on the energy of those cards than when they are in the upright position. So it does sort of feel as though there may have been some tension. The bottom of the deck you have the Devil. Wasn't sure which way this reading was going to go, because there is, as I said, a lot of Cups cards here, and there's a lot of upright cards, but there's also a couple of reversals. Just give me a second here and figure out which direction to go. I feel like for some of you there is a question here about the commitment that within this dynamic. Like you have the relationship card here of the Lovers in reverse paired with the Hierophant, which is the card which can describe formal institutions. It can describe commitments. It can describe traditional types of arrangements, let's say. Oftentimes it describes institutions, as I said. So this could indicate marriage, right? But being that the Lovers card is in reverse there, it could be that that part of this is what's in question, like whether or not you will continue. You know, 2 of Cups upright at the center of the reading, crossed by the 10 of Cups. Like these cards are also very much marriage, relationship cards. Like look, and you also have the 6 of Cups, which is as well like a soulmate card, is sort of union card. Like, what is going on here? What is going on here? What it feels like to me, I'm just going to be brutally honest here, and I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Just take what you need, leave the rest behind, turn this off if you're offended, whatever. What it looks to me like is that there is a committed relationship here. There is a formal bond or something that is defined, you know, for 2 individuals and for other people to see. Like there is definitely like a serious connection here that other people are aware of as well. And what I feel like is going on here is that someone, maybe both parties, but someone in the union has been having some extramarital activity, let's say. And that extramarital activity, that's the Three of Cups here in the reverse position, could be the cause of one or both parties in the relationship looking to walk away. That's what it says here. And then the Magician also, as the Magician in reverse in the crowning card position of this reading, is also kind of indicating that someone has not been honest. Someone may not have been honest in a dynamic, and may be manipulating or disguising or hiding some part of their energy in a way that would seek to misguide another person. Let's put it that way. And yet, even though there's that, what I feel that that's pretty clear in the reading there. I don't feel like that I'm missing that. I don't think I'm getting that wrong. But what there also is here is that there is still a kind of, like all the upright cards in the cups are saying, like there is still a very strong bond here, even though whether or not this indiscretion is out in the open. Maybe that's why these fives are in reverse here. Maybe you are aware, and the roles can be switched in this reading, right? So it could be you or the other person who is this Magician reverse. Like it might be you that's telling mistruths or hiding information, lying by omission, deceiving another person, trying to mislead them with your actions and words being different. Okay, it could be you, it could be them. Not for me to say, but it's up to you to be honest. But what I'm seeing here is that with these fives in reverse, you or the other person may know about this activity, but it might not be out in the open. So there could still be like a little bit of how do I say that? Like seeing you upright in the position here, like this quadrant of the reading describes how you see yourself right now, right? So what this is saying to me is that whether or not you know about this other activity, whether or not it's you, there's still this kind of like stable, grounded, committed energy to yourself and to the situation. And this Five of Wands in reverse could suggest that you may know about something that's not quite right that you want to address, but you may be choosing not to say anything right now. You might be choosing to keep this information to yourself, and that's why these two fives might be reversed here. Right? You might be choosing to just let things be as they are for now and just keep information to yourself. And in that way you're kind of delaying or putting off any kind of like conflict or what's it called? Confrontation, right? You might be delaying a confrontation. Now what else is here? As I said, like it's hard for me to say like who is the person in this dynamic that's the one that is kind of, it could be both of you, but the fact that you have this Nine of Cups here in the position of the like coming into the reading with the Nine of Cups reverse is saying to me that you are maybe not happy. You're not happy in your relationship. You're not happy in the dynamic perhaps. And that could be what some of this is saying. Like there is a committed union, but the relationship itself is the obstacle or the challenge. Maybe you've been unhappy for some time, and maybe it is you that's like looking outside of your commitment to see what else is there because you want to explore your options. You have two eights here in the reading, Eight of Pentacles upright and Eight of Cups upright, both in these upper positions of the reading. This is saying to me that there is part of you that like sees the eternal bond with the person that you are in relationship with, but you also see there's some, and like yeah, there's definitely like a soulmate connection there. But you also understand clearly that you may still love someone, but may not want to be with them. Right? You may be looking outside of your union to see what else is there. And no judgment. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do feel like the message here is to be clear like be clear in your actions and in your words. Like make sure there's when there's a lack of integrity, it's because when what you say and what you do doesn't align. So just maintain your integrity in a situation and be clear about what's going on for you, and be, you know, like use heightened communication to explore yourself and within your partnership and see what's possible there. Because I do feel like with this Knight of Cups here at the foundation of the reading in the upright position, it does feel like there's still opportunity there to explore. There's still possibilities, you know. There aren't really any cards here that are saying that the relationship is over. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing more that there's definitely some questions being asked, and there's definitely some like a need for exploring, a need for growth, a need for like more new discovery. That's what I feel. And maybe you've been feeling a little bit confined within the construct of that dynamic with that union, and that's what the Devil is also saying here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's a bit of like a feeling with the Devil and the Hierophant. There's this feeling of limitation and restriction to the point of like a constraining feeling where it makes you feel you shrink a little bit. There's a kind of smallening, is that a word? Diminishing kind of energy where you may not feel like you can actually really express yourself within the synergy of the union that you're in, which is what's making you perhaps look outside of that, right? So bottom of the deck, since we pulled the Devil card anyway, let's have a look. So Devil upright, King of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, and Eight of Wands reversed. So now there's another 8. You have 3 8s in your reading. Again, this is repeating what I feel like I've already covered here, in that you may be emotionally unsatisfied, you may feel a little bit too constrained, you may feel like there's a type of dependency in your relationship, or a kind of unhealthy like limitation or bond within your bond that's making you seek outside for other experiences, for other expressions within a certain type of relating that you're looking for. And the Knight of Wands reversed with the 8 of Wands reversed is saying to me that it's kind of a caution. Like this is saying to me, be careful about like your activities, that they don't have like a... But basically this 8 of Wands in reverse is saying that like without communication, you could be invoking a type of strife and a kind of point of no return within a dynamic with someone. So there's a caution there around, and it's also with this Magician in reverse too. Like be careful that you don't compromise to the point of no return. Okay? This is a time to adult. Be adult about the situation. Like if you're unsatisfied or in a situation, use heightened communication to express what it is that's going on for you, so that you don't permanently damage a situation or a person to the point where you may kind of throw it all under the bus. And that may not be what you're trying to do here. Let's have a look what else is here. I feel like I covered everything that I can see here in a very succinct and clear way, so I don't want to waste time by repeating myself. So I feel that that's it for your general reading, Libra. I'm going to go ahead now and shuffle the Voyager deck to give you a higher octave reading, which will perhaps hopefully provide some additional insight into what's going on here. We're going to be... The purpose of the higher octave reading is to provide more insight into what's happening on a karmic and spiritual level, and we'll hopefully provide a little bit more insight into how best to deal with the energies available to us, to make the most out of the situation, to really glean as much learning and growing as we can, and hopefully reveal also any blind spots that we might have to our situation. So focus with me, tune in while I shuffle the deck, and send your energy over this way so I can get really clear messages. Sage of Wands, crossed by the Magician. It's also reversed. I read the crossing card whether it's upright or reversed as well. So in this reading, the Magician is, as the crossing card is reversed, and you had it here in the previous reading as the crowning card. Chariot. Six of Cups in reverse. So you had the Six of Cups there previously. Four of Worlds. Empress. Child of Worlds reversed. Four of Wands. So again, more like marriage cards, relationship cards here in this reading. Ace of Crystals reversed. Ten of Wands. Man of Cups reversed. So again, more repeating cards here. The Moon reversed. Sage of Crystals reversed. And the Devil again. So a lot of repeating cards. There's the Devil again, both readings. The Magician in both readings. In both readings, the Magician is reversed, and in both readings, the Devil is upright. So this is telling me that there is like some kind of like unhealthy relating that's going on here, or some type of unhealthy dependency or attachments that's happening here. And I feel like that is what you may be like reaching to get away from. That's like, I'm stumbling a little bit over words. Give me a second here to really tune in so I can be clear. Okay. I feel like what's happening here is that you may be kind of you may be unsatisfied in your relationship, but still feel that bond and want to stay in a committed dynamic. But you may be looking outside of your unit for something a little bit more fulfilling, because there's some lack of emotional fulfillment there, or some kind of vibrational mismatch that's going on here that's making you kind of aspire or reach for something else that's not right in front of you. And I guess the message here is like, channel that energy of aspiration for something greater inside of the unit that you're with, and like don't just like skip out on that person that you've been relating with. Like, utilize this opportunity to actually like really, it's almost a kind of tantric energy that I'm feeling. There's like the chance here to really evolve in a very specific way with someone that you've already been involved with for some time, in a specific kind of purposeful, evolving kind of relating of a way. And it's like, don't have one foot in the door and then one foot out. Like, if you're gonna be there and you're gonna stay with this person and you want to stay with this person, then really turn to them and like see them eye to eye and address what it is that you feel is lacking for you, rather than looking elsewhere outside of your dynamic, because it feels a little bit unfair, like you're giving them only part of you. And it's like a decide if you're gonna be with that person and like work with them in that kind of way, then give them everything. If you're not, then it says here that you're better off to like, it's kind of all or nothing kind of energy here. I mean, I definitely feel in this reading, it feels a little different from the previous one, even though there's a lot of repeating cards. In the previous reading, there was a little bit of like a discontent with that Nine of Cups in reverse, but in this reading, I feel like it's kind of like a real. I mean, there's many of the cards are upright in this reading, but I feel like the energy of discontent or emotional dissatisfaction is a little bit stronger here. Like, there's the Moon in reverse, Man of Cups in reverse again, Child of Worlds reversed, Sage of Crystals reversed. It's Six of Cups in reverse in the foundation. This is kind of a strong card. Like in the previous reading, you had this Knight of Cups upright. It's telling me that there's still something in you that wants to continue to pursue that offer of love with that person. But in this reading, seeing the Six of Cups in reverse in this position is kind of saying to me that you may be more unhappy than you have been willing to admit. That you to yourself, certainly, but maybe definitely not to your partner or to people around you. So I feel like there is something here about really owning up to what it is what's going on for you. Like, really be real and honest about it, and strive to like aspire to your own greater wholeness. Like, really having the Chariot here as the crowning card in the reading is saying to me, like, use your willpower to channel the energy of your discontent into a process of resolving and healing whatever it is that's going on. Like, do a deep personal inquiry and actually, like, rather than try to keep things together in a certain way that, like, maybe is trying not to disturb the status quo, because you may be concerned or upset or afraid about disturbing other people's lives and situations with your own discontent. But clearly you need to do something with the energy that you're feeling. You have to really pursue a personal inquiry in a way that actually enables you to really glean something out of what you're experiencing right now. Because as it is, I think you might miss out on, like, what's actually really there. If there's this energy around avoiding a problem, it's some kind of like a problem avoidance or confrontation avoidance, or in a way that's like you're selling yourself short. You're missing out on what's actually there for you as far as your own personal discovery and your own growth. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. You have the Sun upright, Six of Worlds upright, Priestess upright, and Emperor upright. Super nice cards here. And then you have the Lovers as well. All these upright cards, 4 out of 5 of them are Major Arcana. This is really beneficial. These are really beneficial cards, beneficial energy. Look at that. Amazing. Lovers, Emperor, High Priestess, and the Sun, all upright. Can you see? What do I say here? Again, this is feeling tantric to me. Like, Priestess and Emperor. There's something there about, like, the mystical, hidden information that's available in this situation. It's there for you if you're willing to actually. I feel like I keep hearing confront. I really feel like what these cards are saying here is, like, whatever it is that you're experiencing, whatever knowing and understanding and like secrets or hidden things that you have, if you don't bring them to another person, you will miss this opportunity for this kind of tantric alignment. Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope this is clear. Don't keep it to yourself, even though it may feel uncomfortable and awkward and maybe even ashamed. Maybe you're even feeling shame here. Maybe you're feeling like dark and dirty and disgusting or whatever, but it's not that. It's not that at all. This is saying here, like, you need to bring forward the things that are hidden, the things that you're experiencing that you feel like that you are uncovering or discovering, needs to be brought to another person to have its full glory, for you to actually receive the enlightenment that's actually hidden within that issue. I hope this is making sense. For me, this is really clear. Let me know in the comments if you're getting any of this. I forgot to mention here as well, you had the Empress in the last card of the previous of this reading, and the Emperor. Again, this is telling me there's like this potential here for a really powerful, like a moment of enlightenment, or some kind of like really profound type of connection or union with someone. If secretive information or hidden things are brought to the light, Sun, there can be a type of illumination which generates a very tantric and particularly profound understanding about something. Interesting reading. I've never really experienced anything like this before. So yeah, you have the Magician and the Priestess there, and the Emperor and the Empress, right? Can you smell what I'm cooking here? I apologize for not having enough vocabulary to explain this, but hopefully these images will do it. Magician and Priestess, 1 and 2 from the Major Arcana, and Emperor and Empress from the Major Arcana, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is really big. This is big. It's a big deal. And then you also have the Lovers, number 6, and the Chariot, number 7. This is not a small matter. This is a big deal. What's going on here? Okay, Libra. I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like that, even though that's kind of abstract and a little bit vague, I'm hearing meticulous. I hope that means something for you. Please let me know in the comments if anything I've just said here is making any sense for you, because I have no idea. Alright, I'm going to leave it there because I'm running out of things to say. Okay, there's the moon as well, moon and sun. There's definitely this like very profound energy of mirroring, of correspondence, of polarity, of male, female, of left and right, of husband and wife. So, but like an overtone, a really high, like a higher, more profound frequency of that energy. So please don't shy away from whatever this is. Bring the energy of what you're experiencing to another person, because it's in that energy of reflecting and confronting and sharing that the heightened option of like the availability of energy will become shared, and the benefits will be available to everyone involved. But if you keep it to yourself, you're going to miss out on this opportunity. Okay, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you found that helpful. Please let me know in the comments. It was my honor and pleasure to read for you. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please do, and hit the notification bell as well so you can know when new readings are being uploaded. As I said, there's going to be a playlist for the May readings on your screen right now, so we can watch your Sun, Moon and Ascendant, or cross-watch for other signs, or just click on anything that you feel intuitively guided towards. And you can also see another playlist there for previous Libra readings. If you're new here, you may want to go back and look at some readings from previous months to find out a little bit more about what's going on here on this channel. So again, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you in next month's readings.